Hey guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. And today I want to talk about how God is not a tool. He is not a genie. He is not someone you just go to whenever you need something. We don't follow God just because we need something from Him. We should follow God because He gave us grace, because He died for us, because He is our Savior, not because He could give us blessings. Obviously, yes, God can do blessings and it's amazing, but that shouldn't be all we expect out of Him. Because God is so much greater than just things in this world, things that won't last. He created me, He created you, He created this universe. So when you use God as a tool, it's so disrespectful to Him because we should see God more than just stuff. And I'm just gonna use me for an example. So, my cheer team has evaluations, and they had it yesterday. And they basically determine whether you put on JV, varsity, and like there's these other type of teams like red, white, blue. And I worked super hard. I'm not even joking. I every day after practice I would practice, but I didn't make varsity. That doesn't mean that I'm going to just stop going to God because He didn't grant me that blessing. Because, oh, I prayed about it. I prayed about it. I said, if this is in your will, then this will happen. But it didn't happen. So I just got to trust that process and I just got to believe that God's going to open a path for me. Just because I didn't make varsity now doesn't mean that I can't make it any other time. It doesn't mean no forever, just not now. And God knows best because sometimes God will prevent from certain things happening in your life at a certain time because you're not ready for it. Um, and I'm a firm believer of that because there's plenty of things in my life and probably in your life that you know that if you weren't at a certain time or a certain place in your life and that thing happened, it probably would have destroyed you. You probably wouldn't have been ready for it. And also, another thing I noticed, for example, prosperity gospel, which is when people get up on here and they're talking about how God will grant you all these things, God will make your life easier because you believe in Him. It never said any of that in the Bible. If anything, it said that it might be a little bit harder because you're facing challenges, you're facing fear head on. But the difference is between going through that alone is that you're doing it with God, and God works through everything. Also, prosperity gospel says that you'll get money, you'll get this, you'll get that. God doesn't owe us anything. And it's kind of crazy for you to expect something out of him because I can't just expect to make varsity because I have faith in God. That's such a like it's just such a not a good thing to say and not a good thing to think either. It's like making me seem like I'm more superior than others, and just because I have faith in God, it puts me on a pedestal and it makes me think that I have to have this. Which this is where the problem starts because a lot of new believers in God, they'll come to Christianity and they'll pray and they'll only go to God when they need something because that's all they know of Him. Because of false teachings, they'll go and say that you'll get whatever you want, and then new Christians come, they they pray, and as soon as they don't get what they wanted, they automatically turn Christianity away. They turn God away. They believe that since God didn't grant this thing in my life, he's either A, not real, or B, he's horrible. No. Certain things happen for certain reasons, and certain things happen for certain times. And yeah, I was bummed about not making varsity, but I'll just continue to work harder and I did the best I could. Like I'm genuinely being so for real. I worked as hard as I could, and it working as hard as I could, it still got me there. So it was inevitable, and that's something I can't control. That's something that's out of my control. So I just gotta give it to God, and you gotta give your things to God too. God will grant you certain things when He feels like you need it the most. Whenever He feels like the time is right, because God's timing is completely different from our timing. You won't be able to build a relationship with God if you're only going to Him when you want something. Think of a friend that you have that only comes to you when you want something, when they need money, whenever they need you to do a favor for them. And that's the only time they go to you. How exhausting is that to you? Because I've been through that. I'm sure you've been through it. Think of that and realize how it feels to God. Because now the tables are switched and you're actually that person that only goes to when they need something. We need to realize that as Christians because it's like a self-realization thing and you need to look inwards before you look outwards. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about today. God bless. See you in the next video. Peace.